welcome back. Well, this past Wednesday was National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. It was all about celebrating and uplifting women participating in really a male-dominated industry. And women are still working to break the glass ceiling within the sports world. We're seeing more and more women, so we're going in the right direction, but lots to dig into. This morning, we're joined by someone who's part of this mission to really open doors for women in the industry, and Marie Anderson, an Emmy Award-winning sports broadcaster. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You covered 6 Olympic Games?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
Great to have you here.
I've had a really wonderful time just being in the sports world. It's great to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. So we're here to talk about your book, and it's called Cultivating Audacity, Dismantle Doubt, and Let Yourself Win. I think we have a picture of that book cover here. There we go. I love the cover. Okay, what's up with the peacock? And tell me a little bit about why you wanted to write the book.
Well, the peacock is, you can show off everything that's great about you without putting other people down. And sometimes we want to be small and not stand out. So the peacock is, yeah, don't be afraid, stand out.
So a few things that stood out to me in your book. One is make friends with your fear.
Yes.
What, why, and what?
Well, we're taught to push our fear down, right? Don't, push it away, contain it, overcome it. None of that's really possible. Fear is going to be with us along the way. It can be a driver. I say fear is an invitation to grow. And so by making friends with it, you can get curious about it. What are you really afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? And understand that fear is going to be with us. You just don't let it make decisions for you.
I like that. One of my friends would always say, all right, so it goes wrong, and then what?
Yeah.
And then what? And
yes.
then what?
Exactly.
What's the worst that can happen? Another thing that stood out to me is you said, figure out what's urgent versus important.
Yes.
What's your idea on this?
Yeah, so this is a key driver of audacity, because we all have this big dream of something that we want to do, but we don't have time. We don't have money. We're afraid. And so it's very important to determine things that are urgent are reactionary. We respond to a request for an email, a text, whatever it is. Things that are important get us closer to our values and vision. So it's important to carve out time for what's important, because most of us say, well, when I get all this done, then, right? And waiting doesn't work.
We may not get to the then, right?
Never.
There's always something.
Yeah, there's never. Urgent never ends. So,
I love the idea of important. It made me think of our values and what's important to us and aligning our priorities with that.
Yeah.
So do you use your experience in the industry and kind of tell us stories through the book, or how do you weave that through your experience?
Yeah, I do. Each chapter starts with a story, because I wasn't born audacious. I was shy, I'm an introvert, and so it's a story about maybe a failure and how I responded to that failure. Sometimes not the best, by the way. It's a very honest book. But it's interesting, in the introduction you said the glass ceiling, and I think our bigger problem is the sticky floor. There's a sticky floor for us that we're waiting for the right time to jump, the right time to go. And honestly, while we're waiting there, somebody else is jumping, and then we're mad when they get the job. Hey, I've got more qualifications for them. Well, did you apply?
Did you go for it?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. What's your message? Someone so with such a wealth of experience in this industry that's really difficult, what's your message to women watching right now, or anyone watching?
I say, and it's counter addictive, but fail as often as you can. Honestly, go and fail and fail and fail, because that's where you're going to learn the most. I don't learn anything from wins, and you're going to use that. It's not a period at the end of the sentence, it's a comma redirecting you. So fail, figure out where you need to go next and next.
All right, Emmy Anderson, thank you so much for joining us here on the show to talk about the book. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
And I do want to note again that this is the book here. It's called Cultivating Audacity, Dismantle Doubt, and Let Yourself Win.